and our country by gentlemen removing their caps and everyone standing in attention and placing their hands over our hearts as the Monroe County High School Falcon Band plays the national anthem and the presentation of colors by Monroe County Junior Yard members Ivan Esquivel, Katie Green, and Ashley Rush. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to begin tonight for lives with our visiting team from Barren County, the Lady Trojans. Starting at guard, a 5'6" senior, number 2, Hadley Hammer. Starting at guard, a 5' junior, number 4, Mallory.
Good looking. Lobs it out to Grace Turner. Had to go chase it down almost to midcourt. Grace Turner leaves it out there with Profit. Profit with a thumbs-up play. We played a minute and a half in the first quarter. Barren County leads it 2-0. In the middle, they give it to Rich. Rich now giving it off now on the left side to Turner. Turner looking inside, nobody there. Hadley Hammer putting the pressure on her. Sends it back over to Rich for a 15-footer that's off the mark. Rebound taken by Mallory Pettigo with the Trojanettes. Lead pass up to Bailey. Pettigo chased it down, lobs it, and it's going to be picked off by Gerald. She was falling out of bounds, but got rid of the ball underneath the basket. Rich has it on the right side, falls down, whistle. We're going to get a foul on the Trojanettes. And it'll be on Bailey Pettigo, her first, team's first. Grace Turner will toss it in for Monroe County as it comes into play to Gerald's. Gerald's on the dribble, right side now. They give it to Hodges. Hodges now at the left elbow to Rich. Rich goes back over to Profit. Now Profit fires it down on the corner. There's going to be a traveling violation on Hodges. And that'll give the ball back to the Trojanettes with 5:38 to go here in the first. A 2-0 ball game. And Mallory Pettigo will bring it up for Barren County. She crosses the midcourt line. Right side it goes to Hammer. They give it in there to England. England turns, fires it back off to Mallory Pettigo. She's going to drive toward the bucket, lays it up and in.
It was actually the bad spacing by our bigs on top of each other that caused us to be able to have the whole left side open, and she took it in for a layup as Monroe County takes a quick timeout.
So we take a Big O timeout. Big O Tires in Glasgow. As the Trojanettes have a 4-0 lead over Monroe County to start it here in the first period of play. course, after tonight, the Trojanettes will be in action Tuesday night, scheduled to play Christian Academy of Louisville. Trojans will be on the road in Ohio County, and our scheduled broadcast will be to go to Ohio County on Tuesday night, since the Trojanettes will be at home on Tuesday.
A lot of factors between here and there to be able to
that's true.
Know if we play or not.
Because it could be that I think there's a chance of snow again Monday. And temperatures dropping in the teens. Profit in the backcourt with it from Monroe County. Cross-court pass as they give it off to Turner. Coming by left side, stops and looks and gives it back out to Gerald's right side with it. Going up the baseline. Profit puts it up and in. First 2 points of the game for Monroe County, and it's 4-2. Long pass down to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo driving to the bucket, off the glass and in.
Picked up right where she left off against Warren East, just attacking right at the rim, and if they're going to give us layups, we need to take them.
6-2, Trojanettes. Turner with it on the right side. Turner wants to drive with it, leaves it in the corner. Now out is Charles. Back to the right side. They give it to Hodges. She doesn't shoot the ball much. Hodges averages 4 points a game. They lob into the traffic, knocked away by Mackenzie England. And she got fouled, got smacked there, no whistle. Long pass down the floor. Bailey Pettigo across underneath the bush. She tries to go up, and they're going to call a jump ball. And possession arrow to Monroe County. Wow. Coach Clifton Hamilton going to bring in 2 substitutions for his ball club. 22, Callie Harlan, a 5'7" sophomore. And number 14, Paisley Ford, a 5'3" 7th grader, who averages almost 5 points a game coming off the bench for Coach Clifton Hamilton. Here's Turner into the front court of the right side, dumps it down to the corner to Harlan. Now, here's a shot blocked. Hammer trying to come up with it. She does. Block Turner's shot there. Here comes Mallory Pettigo. Long pass down to Bailey. Wants to drive, cut off a Gerald's underneath the bush, and she puts it in.
That was Harlan and came in the game. Did not drop down and help. Good find.
8-2, Barren County. Ball knocked down by Mallory Pettigo. Harlan tried to throw it over the top. Shot goes in and a foul.
I was wondering, honestly, why we did not pick up right from the get-go when it took us 2 or 3 buckets to actually pick up the half-court pressure. That's what Monroe County struggled against with us in the first matchup when we went to it in the second half and really caused us to get that separation.
And now we get a full timeout by Monroe County. They've already took a 30 now. They take a full with 3:43 to go here in the first quarter. Barren County with a 10-2 lead.
They don't look like they have the same get up and go about them as they had when they came to our place early in the season. They have not went to Ashley Gerald. She took a ton of shots for them, had the ball almost the majority of the time in their offense, and she really has been hidden. We have done a good job covering her up, not letting her get the ball, not letting her get shots, and they have a ton of players that aren't offensively inclined that you can really help off of, and that makes it very difficult for them to find alleys and openings where players are comfortable taking shots.
Trojanettes ranked 3rd in the region behind South Warren and Russell County across the board. The Bowling Green Daily News Prep Poll, Litkin House, and the Cantrell ratings. Monroe County number 9 this week in the Bowling Green Daily News, and 8 in the Litkin House, 7 in the Cantrell ratings. 10-2, Trojanettes on top as Bailey Pettigo, Mallory Pettigo, both with a couple of baskets. Jalynn Bush with the other 2-point basket. And a chance at a 3-point play the old-fashioned way right here for Mallory Pettigo, who's a 74% shooter on the year. And she's at the line to shoot the free throw. And here's her shot. It's on the way, and it rims good. An old-fashioned 3-point play for Mallory Pettigo puts the lead up at 11-2 now for Barren County. Here's Profit with a basketball for the Lady Falcons. So they go right side with it over to Lila Myatt, who's in the ball game. The 5'1" 8th grader wears number 3. She's got it. She walked, no whistle. Profit giving it back out to Geralds. Geralds wants to drive. Goes up against Bailey Pettigo. The shot drops and rebounded there by Mallory Pettigo. Right side, Bailey Pettigo. Crossover dribble to the basket. Had it blocked. Underneath, Bush tried to go up, and she had it blocked on her. Long pass down the floor is Profit. Profit, double team. Looking for help. Bounces it off in the corner to Gracie Veach, who's in the ball game. Another 8th grader from Monroe County. Here's a 3 in the air. Good for Myatt. She's only an 8th grader. Here's a pass knocked down and out of bounds off of Veach, and it'll stay with the Trojanettes. They've got, what, 3 or 4 8th graders and a 7th grader on the floor right now? Gerald's and Profit's the only 2 starters on the court right now, looks like. And 3 8th graders. Or 2 8th graders and a 7th grader, I guess it is. Cross-court pass, Mallory Pettigo. She drives into a crowd, gives it into Bailey Pettigo underneath the bush. She goes up with a foul. And this foul will be on number 11, and that's Gerald's, her first, team's second. And Jalynn Bush at the line, 83.5% shooter. We'll get 2 shots right here. First one on the way, good. 12-5, Barren County. Bush twirls in her hands and aims and fires and got it. Bush will get a break. Carly Delk in the ball game now. 5'9" sophomore, averaging 5.5 points a game for the Trojanettes. It's 13-5, Barren County. Lydia Profit has a basketball for Monroe. Gives it off on the right side now to Veach. They work it around the right side. Shot goes up off the back iron. No good. Rebound claimed by England. Here comes Bailey Pettigo racing down the floor. Sends it underneath to Delk, and she puts it up and in.
As long as you find the player that you have to be concerned about, Gerald, you can almost throw it wherever you want on offense and score it.
The pass into Gerald. She throws it back out. Ford's got it. Now gives it to Myatt. Lobs it down into Gerald. Puts it up. The shot goes down. Going to get a foul on the Trojanettes, and I believe it's on Mallory Pettigo. And that's her first. That'll be the team's second. So Gerald gets her first bucket of the game to make it 15-7.
Mallory has been in foul trouble a lot. She needs to try to avoid picking up that second foul. They need her on the floor. Handles the basketball. That allows her sister to kind of roam around and find the openings on the cuts.
15-8. Barren County. Bailey Pettigo out of the left side. Out to Delk. Back to Bailey Pettigo. Has an open look at the 3 on that 2-3 zone defense by Monroe County. Here's England. Fires it in the lane. Bailey Pettigo slices away under, no good. England with a rebound, back up foul. And I believe it's on Gerald's. It is, that's 2.
It sure
it is. So Ashley Gerald's picks up her second. That'll be the team's third. And Mackenzie England will be at the line for 2 shots.
Coach Hamilton was not very happy, and I don't know what she did, honestly. It looks like she's pretty straight up, but that's a break for us, and need to extend the lead, and there's no reason we can't with her on the bench.
16-8. England hit the first, and the second one is on the way. Too strong, and a rebound taken in there by Ford for Monroe County. Here's Profit driving left of the lane, gives it off in the corner to Veach, brings it back out to Turner. Turner on the dribble around the top of the key, wants to drive, throws it off in the corner, and Profit had it sliced away from her, and here comes Carly Delk. Delk on the right side, pulls up, gives it to Mallory Pettigo, now to Bailey Pettigo with a minute 10 to go here in the first quarter. Trojanettes up 16-8. Left side is Hammer. England in the corner, back to Hammer, back out front to Delk. Back over to Hammer on the left wing. Back out front to Bailey Pettigo, now to Delk. Lobs it in the lane to England underneath. Shot put up and in, and a foul for the pass from Hammer.
That's how you make an entry pass. She had her hands up and delivered it where only McKenzie could get it. Nice in close passing to go from what would be a tough shot to a easy and one opportunity for McKenzie.
Mackenzie England puts it in the air, and it's good.
She's got to continue to make buckets when she draws contact. That big advantage for us.
19-8, Trojanettes, their largest lead of the ball game so far, with 51.8 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and Profit's going to bring it up from Monroe County. And they've got Ridge back in the game, also They brought in Hodges is back in the game as well for Coach Clifton Hamilton. Left side is Profit. Profit on the dribble. And now looks and gives it back to Turner. Circles out with 34 seconds to go in the quarter. And a bounce pass over the right side to Myatt. They go back left to Profit. 27 seconds to go here in the first. Profit will launch up a three, and it's no good. Long rebound chased down to the corner by Mallory Pettigo. Long pass down the floor. Bailey Pettigo pulls up, a little hesitation move, kicks it back out to Mallory. Free throw line shot is no good, and the rebound taken by Lydia Profit with 10 seconds to play. Profit brings it in front court. Left side it goes to Turner. Down to the corner to Veach. And it goes inside. They throw up the shot. It's no good. We're going to get a foul. She just threw it up there. 2/10 of a second to go. Mallory Pettigo picks up her second.
She had her back to the basket and did a 180 in the air, just threw it up over her shoulder, and we bailed her out with the foul.
And at the line, the shot goes up. It's no good for Rich, who's a 47.4% free throw shooter.
Yeah, you're not concerned with the point, but like we said, Mallory got her second. That's what we tried to keep from avoiding.
And this shot is good for Rich, makes it 19-9. And that will do it for the first quarter. Trojanettes 19, Monroe County 9. We'll come back with the second quarter after this timeout as you're following the Trojanettes on 103.7 Nash Icon. Second quarter from Tompkinsville, brought to you by A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Reminding everyone, please don't text and drive. Trojanettes 19, Lady Falcons 9. Jay Turner with Robert Bauer here in Tompkinsville. Trojanettes basketball across the way at midcourt as Delk will toss it in. Mallory Pettigo on the bench with 2 fouls. Eve Jackson's in for her right now, 5'9" sophomore. Delk gets it out to England, out between the circles. Right side it goes to Bailey Pettigo, out to England, to Jackson. Delk bounces it back to Jackson. Left side is England. England will give it back out now to Delk. Back over to England on the left wing. Now gives it back to Bailey Pettigo. Now Bailey Pettigo backs out of the dribble. Now sends it left side to Jackson. Had an open look at a three. Didn't take it. Delk on the right wing. Lobs it back cross court to Jackson. Now Jackson bounces it back out to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Jackson. Wanted to shoot the three that time. Delk now looking. Give it back out to Bailey Pettigo. Now backs away, gives to Jackson. Jackson wants to drive. She's cut off. Back out to Bailey Pettigo. Back to Delk. Back out to Bailey Pettigo. Left side is Jackson. Back to Bailey Pettigo. Right side is Delk once again. Pass was knocked down, but Bailey Pettigo there to get it. Back left side, Jackson. We played a minute of the second quarter. In the middle, here's England. Turns, throws it back out to Bailey Pettigo. Trying to drive, cut off. Jackson will put up a three-point shot. It's no good. Rebound taken by Rich. Held onto the ball a little over a minute there, but couldn't get the shot to go. And here's a lob down underneath the basket, taken by Bush. Tapped away, though, taken back by Monroe County. And driving for the shot, it goes up. It is no good. Bush with a rebound for Barren. Needs some help. Gets rid of the basketball to Bailey Pettigo. Now Bailey Pettigo will set things up for the Trojanettes. 6:23 to play in the first half. Neither team has scored here in the second. It's 19-9 at Barren County. As Bailey Pettigo handles the basketball, goes down to the corner to Delk. Delk now looking back out to Bailey Pettigo. Brings it back out front to set it up. Eve Jackson heads out to the left wing. Delk on the right wing. Sends it in there to England. Now here's Bush. Giving it back to Bailey Pettigo. Driving. Splits the defenders. Puts it up. It is good. And it'll count. And a foul on Monroe County. Foul is on Rich, her first. That'll be 5 on the Lady Falcons. Give the bucket to Bailey Pettigo for his 6th point of the half. And she's out the line, puts it up in the air, got it.
Played 2 minutes of the quarter and had it. Time of possession, we probably had the ball a minute and 45 seconds of it.
22-9, Barren County. Right side with it is Myatt, the 8th grader. Gives it to Turner in the corner. Back out now to Myatt. Now Profit will set it up. Profit. And went right in the hands of Jackson. They tried to go to Hodges with it. Jackson went in there and grabbed it, and then he tied it up. Monroe County's basketball. Hadley Hammer will come back in the lineup for Jalynn Bush for the Trojanettes. For Monroe County, 32, Ramsey Bartley, a 5'6" freshman. They got a lot of young kids on this Monroe County team getting some playing time here tonight. And that pass comes into the corner to Myatt. Myatt now looking, lobs it back out. Bartley trying to chase it down. Bailey Pettigo steals. She'll drive, pull up with a 6-footer off the glass. It is good.
That was not a good idea. You throw a loose ball in Bailey's vicinity over the last few games, and my money's on her to get it.
24-9, Barren County. Here's another steal. England had a hand on it, and last touch by Monroe County.
We've got 2 covering up the post, and they're still trying to force it in there.
Lydia Profit checking back in the Monroe County lineup. She'll replace Myatt. Barren County's basketball. Mallory Pettigo on the bench with 2 fouls. The Trojanettes have extended the lead to 24-9, a 5-0 run here in the second quarter. As Bailey Pettigo gives it down to the right corner to Jackson. Feeds it in there to England. Double team. Kicks it back to Delk with the left elbow. Back over to Jackson for 3. Got it.
A little bit more movement on that zone set we went against, and found her open for a 3.
For Peoples Bank, 3-point shot. Peoples Bank in Glasgow working for you, and that is 27-9 Barren County. As the Lady Falcons trying to penetrate the ball over to the right wing. They give it to Hodges. Hodges picks up her dribble. Back out it comes to Turner. Turner cuts back left, and the ball gets loose, still loose, but picked back up by Profit. Bailey Pettigo tried to go for it. Goes back left side over to Turner. Turner dribbles across the key, fires up a 17-footer that's off the back iron. England with a rebound. Outlet pass to Bailey Pettigo. Bailey Pettigo down the right side, cuts back left, bounces it off to Hammer. Here's Jackson with it, going baseline, cut off by Profit. Back out to Hammer, and now Bailey Pettigo will set things up with 4:08 to go in the first half. Barren County leading 27-9, an 8-0 run here in the second quarter. Right side is Delk, cross-court pass Hammer. Now looks and throws it back to Bailey Pettigo, penetrating the lane. Now Delk tries a 12-footer that's an air ball. And we're going to get a foul on Mackenzie England for pushing off, they say.
She pushed Profit underneath the goal. Wasn't much of a push, but she was trying to gain an advantage for almost sure rebound. Thought that was just kind of part of gaining a position and blocking out, being stronger than the other team, but they saw it was a push.
Yeah. Paisley Ford checks back into the lineup for Monroe County, the 7th grader that scored 14 threes on the season, averaging about 5 points a game coming off the bench.
Not only does Monroe not have a bucket this quarter, but they only have 2 shot attempts.
Yeah. Wow. Left side, they give it to Bartley, and here's a shot of the lane, banked up and in. So Bartley makes it 27-11. Here's a pass thrown away over the head of Delk and out of bounds. So it will go back to Monroe County with 3:30 to play here in the first half, of the Trojanettes leading 27-11.
Took them 4 minutes and 25 seconds to get their first bucket, held them scoreless.
Profit with the basketball, goes down to the corner. Ford had a look at a 3, and it threw it back. It's going to come back over the line. Over and back call. As it went over Bartley's head, she got her fingertips on it, but that's all she could get.
I'd really be tempted to put Gerald's back in. I think she's a smart enough player that she could play with those 2 fouls, and you really don't have a chance without her out there.
Right side is Jackson. They give it back out to Bailey Pettigo. 3:05 left in the first half. Trojanettes up by 16, 27-11. Getting pressure, Turner. And now giving it off to Delk. Delk will hand it off to Jackson. Left side over to Hammer. Hammer wants to drive. And it's stolen away from her by Profit. Profit will now work it in front court with 2:46 to play. Here's Turner driving into the crowd. A whistle and a foul to Profit. 2:40 to go in the second. 27-11. Barron's only scored 8 points here in this quarter, and Monroe County has only scored 2. 2.5 minutes to play. And driving shot is blocked. Taken down by Jackson. Gives it off to Bailey Pettigo. Mallory Pettigo's been on the bench the entire second quarter. Here's Delk with it on the left side. Giving it out now to Bush. He's back in the game. Jackson with it on the left side. Out top, Hammer. Right side is Bailey Pettigo. Here comes Delk down the lane. Throws it up, but got blocked on her. And here comes Ford with it for Monroe County. Ford in the corner. Turner going to let it fly for 3. It's good. Actually a 2-pointer. I guess it was a 2. They never did signal. They never did signal if it was a 3 or not. So I guess it was a 2 just inside.
Put it on the board, too.
3-point line. 27-13. Eve Jackson with it right side. Covered up by Bartley. Drives. Goes to the basket. Flips it up. No. Trying to get on rebound. Is tapped out. Bailey Pettigo driving in under. Lays it up and in. 11 for Bailey Pettigo here in the first half. It is 29-13.
It's been pretty time she gets to the rim. She shoots a large amount of layups.
No good. Rebound. Jackson dribbles now. Will hand it up to Pettigo with 1:12 to go in the first half.